Alright folks, welcome to my NoobCast here. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you this game of StarCraft between Lambo and Barcode, the red Zerg and the blue Terran. I'm actually a Silver League player, so I only have the vaguest idea of what's actually going on. And I'm just going to continue to talk about things in a sort of vague way. I'm definitely not going to pretend I know what's going on here. Look at this guy building a supply depot. He's got his workers. This guy, Overlord. Drones. Yup. Would you believe it? The Zerg player is making drones and a hatchery. Scouting with an Overlord. This other guy looks like he's just doing SCVs. Oh, there he goes. He's getting a command center. More Overlord scouts. No spawning pool yet, which means I guess that the command center was a safe move, right? There he goes. He's got a barracks. There's a spawning pool. About the same time. This is a 12-minute game. Squish, squish, squish. Look at these Zerg drones here with these fancy glowing blue claws on them. It's a good color scheme there. I think it's fashionable to just blab a lot. I watch people commenting on YouTube, you know, and they just like to talk the whole time. Maybe it keeps people interested. It's got 4 Zerglings. Finished his barracks. Almost got a Marine. No wall off. Oh yeah, that's not a Marine, that's a Reaper. Looks like it's scouting around, looking for a proxy hatch. It's got a queen, few lings, 2 queens. You don't want to attack that, obviously, but he's got he's got a 3rd base now, so this Terran player doesn't even have his 2nd base really mining much. But they're pretty close in income. Terran's got way more gas. Better tech too. Those will be great against the Zerglings. Neither player has really done that much scouting yet. I don't think that Reaper went in, but I wasn't paying attention. Zerg player still got no army. He's just droning up. This would be a good time for the Terran to attack. Banshee movement speed. But he's building a Viking. There he goes. He doesn't want to engage there. Is he looking for another avenue? Not gonna find anything over here. So look at all those lings. Yeah, they're smart to not engage. I don't know if that's a waste or what. Let's just clear up that creep. Still pretty dumb to engage. guys so they couldn't get away. They only killed one Hellion. It's got a full wall off down here, although it looks a little janky. Neither player has very much map control. I mean, I guess you could say the Terran has map control just because his army's out here and the Zerg hasn't done anything about it. But in reality, I mean... Yeah, okay, now he's got map control. Now he's got a real... Those queens think that creep spread will let them win, but if those Hellions engage, they could kill all those queens right now. Banshee does not have cloak yet. Those guys... Not the smartest attack I've ever seen, but, you know, did a little damage. These guys retreated. Yeah, he's just gonna keep pushing out. Still not very smart. What's he got here? He went straight for the Hydralisk then. Baneling this. He's getting his upgrades. I don't think Banelings are going to be that great against this mech composition. Anyway, he does have good creep spread, but he still doesn't have much of an army. Terran has got a much better army, it looks like. At least those Hydras will protect against the air attacks. He's still just trying to clear creep. I think he's being a little too reluctant to engage with his army, but it's true that he doesn't want those Hydras. Gotta go home. You know, he should have brought a tank with him. Zerg has the tech here too. So he's just like driving around, you know. He's just like driving around trying to find a place to get in. And he's not really finding it because there's so much creep spread. They've got, you know, this is a decent army here if you look at it. It's pretty diverse, can hit everything. I think you could punch through it if you had more armor, but he's going with a kind of light mech route. He could probably push it now. If he doesn't keep getting out. Yeah, see, he was about to get flanked there. But if he keeps getting outmaneuvered like that, he's definitely going to get macroed on. And, you know, it's like he needs to be able to bring a tank up here. But he doesn't really trust it. He's afraid for a good reason. Look, see that shit just got trapped right there. So everyone was out of position. Got chewed up. That's probably the decisive battle right there at about 9:45. So you see how it clouds? Obviously, it's forces it to engage. Takes out those tanks, and then it's completely done. Except actually, look at it, he got it. Pretty much got it. He lost so much tanks. The Zerg player here didn't lose everything, but he lost enough that he can't push in. So now we go to units lost. And it looks like the Terran player won. But I would not say the Terran player is winning. Look at the income. The Zerg here, Lambo, is definitely ahead in terms of economics. He's already rebuilt his whole army. What do we got here? That's not enough. Doesn't even have any tanks now. You know, it's like he's building a bid. Look at those. Yeah, I mean, he's building more of those little cars. That'll be fine, but he's trying to clear out this. I guess this is a army base. This army doesn't want to fight him. No, it's gonna go in for the trade. He's pulling back, causes them to pull back. Because of course they can see everything he's doing. They don't really want to fight. They don't want to fight unless they sure don't want to go uphill into those tanks. Now the cavalry's coming. But he's got these big he's got the Vipers out now, obviously already got another huge wave of reinforcements. Terran player cannot rebuild his stuff. Fast. Gonna lose. This is pretty much his last chance. He's got 12 minutes, 41 seconds. That's how long your game is, right? So let me review this. What did I say the decisive moment was? It was something like 9:45. Let's go back to like 8:50. Yeah, sure. All right. Where are we at? Oh, it's seeking. Gonna slow it down a bit. So you can see the Terran player here. Blue barcode here. Got his army. Scouts ahead, and he's only using this army. He's got a bunch of cyclones. He's using them to block the hatch. But when he sees the Zerg army here, he runs off. Goes around, he's gonna clear more creep. The Zerg army is now split in two, which, hold on, which he doesn't know about, right? So let's look at it real slow from his perspective. He's trying to break these rocks, and he doesn't know there's something on the high ground and something on the low ground. He's looking at his production, sends in reinforcements onto this high ground while his main army is on the low ground. And these reinforcements, what are they doing? They're getting ready to engage. Now let's pause. Right? First of all, that's dumb, because like you see this shit, you don't know what's out here. What's he gonna do? He's chasing them down off the high ground while his main army is just doing nothing. And what's the Zerg player seeing? Well, he knows the main army is up there because it was just hitting that creep. And he's got his second, you know, he's got one contingent here and one contingent here, and they're both mostly Hydra Ling Bane. And what he's gonna do is, yeah, just he sees those guys like idiots are going back to clear creep as if that battle's about to be won. And of course it's not gonna be won, because that's not the whole army that you were fighting, that's just half of it. You got flanked. I don't know. If you ask me, that moment there is the decisive battle. You go up, you know, speed it up a bit. Sorry, let's look at everyone's view. Speed it up a bit. You see the Zerg goes in for the attack. What's left of the main army, you know, minus the reinforcements they have to come in here and fight. They do sort of trap the Zerg between these liberators and that army, but these guys come in. It's a bunch of Banes. They can't stop them. They manage to blow up most of the fighting units. And you can see they're already rebuilding. You look at their supply chains. There's already, you know, reinforcements pouring in. New armies formed right there. Done. What's the Terran got? He's trying to organize this retreat. That's what it comes down to. You know, he let his reinforcements get caught. And after that, the Zerg just macros him up, because, like, you know, he was afraid to attack before, but now he can't attack. That's the end of my analysis.